Scorpio, hi, it's Lori. I'm doing your reading. Today is November the 8th, and it is like 11:30 at night. Okay, but I had to get your reading out because a spirit told me to, Scorpio. So today is my daddy's birthday, and he's a Scorpio. So they told me to do your reading today. So what I see here is I see you had to let something go for your own good. I think that maybe you had a health scare, or um you you either you had a health scare, or um maybe you kind of stressed out about a subject to the point where it could have been mental health. um Maybe you got really emotional about a subject, and you had a scare, and you had to realize that the things that you put that you it's a the things that you have made, or the home that you've built, the life that you built for yourself is good enough. I think you have to stop with this. I think you realize that you have to stop doing so much or working so much. Um, I think you made the final decision to stop working so much, and really take care of your own body, or yeah, I think you had to have the strength to say enough is enough. I'm going to um everything is already built in my home, because you got this ace of pentacles. I think everything in your home is good. I think you have a good life. I think that you have been courageous in your life, and I think you realize it now, that you have to walk away from doing so much work, because at this point, this is what came out. The Empress, look, she's playing the game. You have played the game so strategic and so well that you can walk through life now without so much work, and you can be good. I think this is a absolutely good reading, and I think that it says patience is its own reward. You crown the year with bountiful harvest. Even the hard pathways overflow with abundance. I think you are in a great place right now. And I definitely think you got caution here. I think that it was a scare here, and it changed you. It definitely changed you to um, see that you were doing way too much. You were doing too much, or this is about to come up for you. You was doing too much, and you slowed down. Um, I don't know what happened, but I know something happened, or it's about to happen. The Queen of Wands, I think you was doing, you was taking, this is the Queen of Wands, taking too much action, too much, um, I think you were putting too many, it was too much, what do you call it? It was too many, um, not hands in the pot, but your hands was in the pot too much. And it caused some type of hurt for you. Look at this Three of Swords. It caused some type of either it was mentally, either it was emotionally, or it was physically. Something happened where you seen that you needed to quit doing all this. You got regeneration here, and regenerate yourself. Um, it might have been a human. It's that humility. It just I got a human. I think that you um was taking care of maybe too many people, and it was just too much on you. I think you fell back. You seen that you gotta have way more self love. It was out of balance. Your self love is really what you in right now, what you working on, what what's your place in life right now. You working on self. You not worried about nobody else, and you just moving ahead. Let's see what you need to avoid this week coming up. And it look like you stern about it too. It look like you stern about. It looks like you stern about this is the right path for you. I think you know. This is this is what you need to be doing. I'm pretty certain that you like. Look, I'm not doing this. No, look, I'm making sure. It's all. It's more. It's about you now, and I think this is the right thing to do too. I think you walked away from a lot of emotional baggage, and I think you did it strategically. Show me what Scorpio need to avoid right now. Anything Scorpio need to avoid? Let me see. Wrong cards. What what do Scorpio need to avoid right now? Anything Scorpio need to avoid right now? I think you need to avoid going back to doing too much. Going back to doing too much work and worrying about money or uh, doing too much in your family. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. What is this to avoid? Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Looking at where you could do better at. Looking at the um looking at the what you could have did better. Or I need to work harder to get things done. I think you need to avoid all this hard work because it's a lot of work here, and it's a lot of worry about money and kids. Because we got the Five of Wands here on the bottom. It's a lot of um, this is a lot. You try to orchestrate too much, and I think you had to release that. And I think you need to keep staying away from that and avoiding um, doing so much work. Because this work had you maybe in a place where you was weak. Because I see this man legs right here. He is weak. Maybe you had to um maybe all this work had you sick or in the bed. You might have been sick. Let me see. Because I keep seeing this man's legs are really skinny. And his hands are like, maybe something happened to your hand or your leg. And you had to change your perception. I think Spirit was telling you to definitely change your perception about all this work you doing, trying to get to this place where all this money and all this, and it's just not working. Let me see what you need to. What is Scorpio's advice? If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Show me Scorpio's advice for this week. Anything they advice? Oh, Ten of Wands. Don't put look. Ten of Wands. Don't put nobody above yourself. This week is not a good week to do that. Look, all this house stuff. It looks like a house or housework, or maybe you got hurt in doing housework. I think you definitely need to do things that make you happy. And doing all this work is not making you happy. Giving everybody everything. You trying to make everybody else happy. And your happiness, it was just thrown out the window. Well, the things that make you happy this week, do that. Okay? And stay right here. If you already ended it, which I already know Scorpios are like dead against, when they get something in their mind, look, it's over. I'm doing this and this is what it is. And it definitely follow the right path for you. It's some testing and temptation here though. It said God blesses those who patiently endure tests and temptation. What is this? What is this? Oh, let's say get the messy cards. Let's see what this temptation is. I think you definitely weren't doing the right path for you, but you got some temptation here this week. Show me what's the temptation. One of many, doing too much. Tea time, spill it, undercover, and stingy. I think you really need to be stingy right now with your time. Um, you got something going on over here. You definitely got something going on undercover that you're not telling somebody. It looked like it's a sickness to me. And whatever this is, it might be some hurt or pain. It's a 7. That's what I'm getting. You know how you go to the hospital and they be like, what's your pain level? 1 to 10. I think yours is at a 7. And I think you need to bring it back down because this one said one of many. I think you've been had a lot of stuff going on with this. So I think you definitely need to bring it down, the pain level. I don't know where this pain coming from. I don't know um, what it is for you, but this pain right here, it's got to keep you selfish. It made you change your mind and kept you selfish. You got to be selfish for this pain. For whatever this is that's hurting you, you have to be. What's this tea time and spill it? You got introvert. I don't think you talking about whatever this is. Send me your location. Yeah, you not whatever this is. This pain. You are not talking about it at all. It's look like it's definitely some pain to say you give me fever. This show me maybe you had a relationship that you don't have anymore, and it maybe you keep it under wraps that you hurt and you got a heartbreak, but something happened where you have to relax because not relax but stop doing so much because something about this pain made you stop, made you um made you It made you, it made you feel bad. It made you in a bad, it gave you a bad taste in your mouth. Um, Maybe somebody cheated on you and you found out and it hurt you and it hurt your heart and you realize that money really don't matter like that anymore. Family, how hard you've been working on this family and or a relationship, it just wasn't worth it. Worth you getting your heart all caught up in it. This is one way I'm getting it. Could be for whoever, I don't know. And you had to change your mind on it. Like, it sucks. Maybe you had to walk away from this person emotionally because you seen something. You could have seen something and it changed everything for you. Maybe you sensed it before. You sensed this betrayal or this person cheating on you, and when you it's just like you seen something and it just took it out of knowing into action, like a sense in it and knowing it for sure. So now you had to change it up. It made you weak, but it also made you stronger at the same time. Because you learned a valuable lesson. You learned a lesson to definitely be more about yourself. You definitely value self way more. You putting things around you that's that's good for you now. Yeah, it looked like this lesson is already learned from the past. I think you've been working on this heartbreak or whatever this was, and I think you went in, and I think you coming out of it now, but you coming out of it better. You coming out of it with um, a better sense of self. I think you coming out of it with even though it whooped your behind, it whooped you, baby. It was bad for you at one point, and it was a betrayal. It felt like it was it was terrible for you. But somebody coming back and talking, they want to talk, or you want to talk to them, or they want to talk to you. This is definitely in the past tense. Maybe you had a abusive relationship, and you realizing now that it just wasn't. You taking caution with whatever this is. You see it from a whole nother angle. You're not the silly little. That's what I just heard. You're not the silly little girl or boy that you was. Wait a minute. You don't even want this. You don't even want this person to talk to you. You don't want to call. You don't want to talk to this person. You want them to stop calling you. Maybe they text you all the time. Living in fear. Mm. Maybe you stop dating from this, but you about to start dating again. The living in fear. I was talking about this earlier. Living in fear. Thinking of the worst scenario. This is living in fear. Thinking of the worst scenario that it could be. But it's not the worst. I see you got protection. This is look like literal protection. And you keeping whoever this person is or whatever this person is. I think this might be a person. If this is a person, you keeping them far, far away, and you will keep um I mean, you keep that steel right next to you, don't you? Okay, I ain't mad at you. This person be calling. Who is this? They just too much. First of all, they was so demanding in your relationship. Once you got from up under that, you was like, I'm not going back to this. I'm not going back to this. I think you took a little time to recover. You probably went back a couple times. But this person won't take no for an answer. I don't know if it's a friend or whatever, whoever this is, or if it's a work relationship. Maybe if it's a work relationship, then it caused you, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and this person was or your boss, or this required a lot of, it was a lot of work at this place, and they was like on you. They was always, you know, um, expecting you to do work while you wasn't at work. It didn't matter what time of day this person, your boss or whatever, maybe you're undercover cop, and it was just always working, 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 and some kind of way you seen your boss would not let you, if this is a work situation, your boss would not let you, they would not let you keep, um, it was just like this person would call at all types of night. That's what I feel like. They would call at all types of night, or they would, they'll be asking for information. They'll just call you like, even when you say, "Hey, I'm going home. I'm gonna be with my wife and kids, and we got something to do tonight." They gonna call and ask you a stupid question. This is what I see. Like, what are you calling me for? Didn't I tell you I'll be there tomorrow? It's just like this person just never wanted you to, or this work situation always was trying to keep all of your time. Whatever the situation is, it was always trying to keep all of your time. It was just so much. And this is like it was definitely in the past. And they would kind of keep you by saying, oh, I can get somebody else to do it, or, you know, or I'm going to fire you. This always like say they was going to fire you. Or if this was a person, they used to be like, oh, I'm going to leave you. It was just always a it was always a situation where um, you are living in fear with this. But then you learn over here, this is the future. Maybe you going into, maybe you quitting this or leaving this behind. And it says patience is its own reward. I think you got plenty right now, though. I think you got plenty, and I think that you're not taking you're not taking this no more. Some kind of way you seen something. Does it show me this caution? What did you see? Anything with this caution? Oh, you knew it wasn't right. Stink came up in reverse. You knew it wasn't right, so you left it. And you was, it say stuck at the bottom. You knew it wasn't right. You knew it wasn't right, and you was like, I'm not doing this no more. If something happened to your hand, you see something wrong with this lady hand? Something happened. It was an injury or something. And it made you realize this is not worth my hand or my life or whatever. If this was a person, you'd be like, maybe they hurt you. Maybe they hurt you. And if this was a love, maybe they hurt you physically. Maybe they shot your hand. I don't know what this came from. But maybe they did something to your hand or hit your hand or something. It looked like an injury. And you was like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. So definitely your advice is to, was a great call by ending it. This emotional, it was too much emotionally, way too much emotionally, and you seen it, and it just wasn't for you. This wasn't your end all be all. It wasn't. It was just something maybe temporary, and don't feel like you stuck in this. All right, Scorpio. Look, congratulations for getting yourself out of this. I'm sorry that you had to have something that happened to you to get out of it, but in the end, I think you're gonna be great. But not without healing. All right, thank you so much, Scorpio. Happy birthday. Happy birthday again. And always and forever remember self love. Bye.